Here we go. We have readies for both players. Let's go ahead. Count it down between Fractal and Myles the Great. Game number 1 will start in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Somehow I have a feeling we may not need Copium. But like I said, I feel like if Myles shows up ready to play, is in peak form, this could be a great set. Because we know what Myles is capable of. Capable of playing just as strongly as Fractal, especially on the earlier levels. I mean, Peach could be in chat. I'm so Another Tetris for both players, Fractal and Myles. Yeah, I didn't get to say my line tonight about Peekayric. Maybe next time. Tetris for Fractal. Fractal with a 19,000 point lead here in the early going. But both players kind of with complicated stacks. Lots of S's and Z's coming in, making it difficult to keep the stacks stable. But both players handling it in their own way. This is a Tetris for Myles. It's about a very small lead. Almost negligible for Myles at the moment, although that's not something Myles wanted to do, I don't think. He's going to get that opened up. Another Tetris for Myles. There's one for Fractal. Oh, I feel the way that this game is going, it's kind of pointless to call a lead because the lead changes quickly. There's a Tetris for Myles. Fractal will reply. So we could about a Tetris in Fractal's favor at the moment. Been a really weird game number 1 in terms of the piece selection. But so far, both the players handling it. 40,000 point lead for Fractal. Another Tetris for Myles. There's the long bar and the Tetris for Fractal. 326 for Fractal, 287 for Myles. Halfway through level 18. That kind of speaks to a pretty massive pace on Fractal's side. Score another one there. Simul Tetris. People are talking about food in chat, and now I want something to eat. Best of luck, Zenpro. Another Tetris for Fractal. Myles set up for one, just needs a long bar. And bang, Tetris for Myles. So it's a 39,000 point lead in favor of Fractal as we're approaching the 100 line turn. As this game has settled down from the opening shenanigans, I would say. Another Tetris for Myles. There's one for Fractal. It's going to hold on to the lead here at the 100 line turn, which means level 19 coming up soon. About 30 lines. As it's drought time, but not a long one. Tetris for both players on the back of that drought. Another Tetris for both players. as Fractal maintaining a just north of 1 Tetris lead. The score again. We're looking at dueling 600,000 transitions here, and this is just game number 1. Potential to see some big scores here. I mean, we've already had 6 max outs in 6 games. What's a few more between Tetris friends? One more Tetris from Myles. We'll send him into transition. And we're getting a little droughted right before. And Fractal has to burn away his lead. In fact, he's burning right in the 19. 6-14 will be a score. Myles at 6-13. This is neck and neck. Tetris for both players. Fractal was holding on to a bit of a lead for a while, but has since disappeared. We'll score Tetris and get some of it back. And now, seems like Fractal's found his rhythm as Myles having to dig a little bit. Right at the bottom of the board, so no danger involved. But now finds himself back by a Tetris and a half. Another Tetris for Fractal. There's one for Myles. Tetris for both players. It's hard to decide which board to watch here. Fractal's gonna have to burn a couple lines away. I could give Myles an opportunity to reduce his lead, and he does. It's down to 19,000 points. Another Tetris for Fractal. And again. Myles playing off of row 2 at the moment, taking some burns there. Perhaps wisely, since we're not seeing a long bar here, but finally one shows up just as he covers the well. And just like that, Fractal has a 3 Tetris lead. Bang Tetris from Myles. But Fractal, yeah, running into a little bit of trouble here. Put some weight on the long bar hole. But we'll finally clear all that out. That has brought the lead back to around a Tetris yet again. $188 lines, 39,000 point lead. There's another Tetris for Fractal. There's one for Myles. Another Tetris. Fractal maintaining this lead. Although this board not looking too great for Fractal at the moment. Is going to have to make some decisions on how to bring this down. And that's going to give Myles the opportunity to get back in this misdrop for Fractal. But turns it into a dirty Tetris well. And bang, dirty Tetris for Fractal. Throw a 200 IQ on that one. Bang Tetris for Myles will take the lead, getting the max out, 1,014,000. There's Fractal's max to go to 1,032,000, but it's Myles in the lead by 16,000 points. 10 lines from the level 29 transition. Another Tetris for Myles. There's one for Fractal. This will be decided yet again in kill screen. Oh, Myles getting up really high here. But takes the smart burns here. Has the right side open. Bang Tetris into the lead. 1.128. Plays 1.114. And Fractal is going to hang a bar on the left. And Myles will take game number 1. Players with readies. Let's go and count them down for game number 2. And we'll go in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, they haven't been around for a while, but it is a thing. And K9 watching Tetris with the 321 countdown bits saying, "Go, Myles, go!" Indeed, Myles is going. He's got the 1-0 lead here. After what really was a great duel on 18 and 19. Oh, Myles board, not looking too spiffy at the moment. We'll take a Tetris there, but it's going to have to consider what to do with these pair of holes in row 1. And I think with the way these pieces are falling, it's probably just going to play one row up for a bit. Just no access to them at all. Long drought. Bang Tetris for Fractal finally. And there's Myles. And another 321 bits. Keep going, Myles, go. Thank you much. Bang Tetris for Myles. And gets another one. 134 for Myles, 125 for Fractal, but Fractal will Tetris into the lead. The last second decision with that Z to move that over. And bang Tetris for Fractal. Wow. That was a big brain play. Takes burn and turns a T-spin from one side into a T-spin on the other side. Will maintain... Well, it's not really a pace lead. Myles can take a Tetris, and Myles has a 6,000 point lead here. Fractals will get back-to-back Tetrises. Another Tetris from Myles, who's been playing up on row 2 for quite a bit here. Trying to maintain the aggression so that he can maintain his very slim lead. Which remains at around 6,000 points. Another Tetris for Fractal. He's got 310 at the half. We're getting some big paces of this game. 297 at the half, so Fractal has taken over the lead. But of course, as we've seen between these two players, leads may not last too long. Honestly, you think about it, like this match here, this is like a finals-worthy match in some tournaments. Nice spin there from Myles. Can he get the other piece for it? Gonna snap in the S. Myles is running to a bit of traffic here. This is letting Fractal kind of run away with the lead a little bit. Another Tetris to go to 405. There's the Tetris for Myles. And Fractal back into a rhythm here. Simul Tetris keeps the lead over on Fractal's side. Pace-wise, it's about a Tetris and a half. Ooh, interesting situation here for Myles. Gets one tuck, gets a second tuck, and gets a third tuck. The first one was more a spin than it was a tuck. Myles not taking any chances here. Going to do some safety burns, follows it up with Tetris. Will get another one. Fractal in the lead, 497 to 444 at 102 lines. Yeah, this guy really tucks, you know that? What's up, Burrito Dad? I mean, what a tucker. I mean, seriously. Tetris for Fractal. Myles weathering that same drought will get the same long bar and will score a Tetris. Mother of tuckers, yeah. Well, I don't know if they're mothers. I kind of doubt it. Another Tetris for Myles. Both players are 500,000 here as we're approaching the level 19 transition. Fractal with a 2.5 Tetris lead over Myles. There's a Tetris for Myles. Been seeing that drought counter light up a lot of times this game, but not for very long. So a lot of small micro droughts happening. 625 for Fractal, 570 for Myles going into level 19. Another Tetris for Fractal. Myles ready for that same long bar. There's another Tetris. So Fractal with a bit of an advantage early on. Another Tetris for Myles. Another pair of Tetrises. Fractal have to do some burns here. Myles with long bar dependency, but we'll get the long bar. Only has to burn one line. A bang Tetris for Myles into level 21. Back by about 55,000 points. Another Tetris for Fractal. There's one for Myles. Fractal again, keeping the pressure on. Another Tetris for Myles. Bang Tetris for Fractal. Fractal again, now up by 6 digits, 106,000 points. Simul Tetris, lead doesn't go anywhere. Another Simul Tetris. What's really weird about this is that they're not in the same place on the piece sequence. There's another Tetris for Myles, keeping it around 78,000 points. Fractal with another Tetris, Myles with another Tetris. We're looking at some early max outs this game. Another Tetris for Myles. There's a Tetris for Fractal. Tetris for Myles. And there's the max out for Fractal on level 25. 1,027,000 points. Myles still a few Tetrises off. We'll score one there to go to 980. As we've had some great efficiency for both players over the last couple of levels here. But Fractal, as soon as I say that, makes an interesting placement there. Going to get a Tetris. Is now going to have to burn something down. Would really like a J here. Can't get the J. So Myles trying to get back into this. It is 1,103 for Fractal. 1,051 for Myles. Level 27. Another Tetris for Fractal. 100,000 point lead is gone. Ooh, that was a decision for Myles there. But I don't think he really wanted to make. And we are approaching the level 29 kill screen that both of these players can certainly play on. You can see Myles has just been spending all of level 28 getting prepared for level 29. Bang Tetris, 1,243,000 for Fractal. Scores a Tetris immediately. There's the Tetris, 1,146,000 for Myles. It is all of a sudden a really big lead for Fractal. Over 3 Tetrises. Myles does have 4 lines to work with. But that means a lot less on the kill screen than it does on 19. Fractal built up, ready to go, looking for the long bar. Oh boy, gets the long bar, bang Tetris, and it's just going to burn the rest of this down. He's got the D on the screen. No, that is an E. 1,418,000. God, these scores just sneak up on you. It is a almost 250,000 lead for Fractal right now, as Myles has just been digging for much of this 29 speed. Yeah, see, Fractal kind of taking the foot off the accelerator for a bit to burn down his stack as well. Oh, he's going for this. Oh, he only gets a triple. Level 34 for Fractal. Myles' board is getting up high. And he's going to misdrop a couple pieces there. That's going to be it for Myles, and Fractal is going to even the set at 1. Let's see what he can do. 1.5 on the screen for Fractal right now. Another Tetris. There's another one. Go to 1.59. And the rollover. There we go. Of course, Fractal will not be happy with just the rollover here. Let's see what he can get done here. Another Tetris, 1.68. 1.73. 1.77. 3 Tetrises remain. 1.9 is on the table. Oh, that'll kind of take it off unless he can get a Kiltris. Super Kiltris. There we go. 1.87. 1.88. He's quite happy with that. Getting halfway through level 39 before finally topping out. We'll count him down for game 3 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. So we'll deviate on piece number 3. And Myles will score the first Tetris, with Fractal not that far behind. Nice adjustment there to make room for the square. This Tetris for Fractal as Myles getting into a bit of a dig. Gonna go for the dirty Tetris. Needs a long bar for it, but is not gonna wait very long. Oh, this board starting to not look all that great for Myles. It's gonna bring this down though. And we'll reopen the dirty Tetris well on the right. We'll score that dirty Tetris, but there's a little bit of a cost to it. It has another column 2 Tetris for Myles. Yeah, live chess just commentary. I don't know, I feel like I'm very invested in the results of that tournament because it has been so good. Myles again getting up pretty high. Is back by 4 Tetrises already. Can't really afford to be getting any further behind against Fractal. He's going to score a Tetris there. God, this is a crazy spire from Myles. He used the J to fill in that tuck, but now we have a long bar dependency forming. Oh, this is very dangerous. Seems like they're both laughing about something there. But yeah, Myles in a bit of trouble. 5 Tetris lead for Fractal right now. Myles finally going to take this down. Another Tetris for Fractal. There's one finally from Myles. Down by 130,000 points here at the halfway point of level 18. Oh, Fractal. A couple of interesting misdrops there. He'll get out of that very quickly. Waiting on long bar, but long bar doesn't show. Finally, it shows up. Bang, Tetris. Another Tetris for Fractal has got in pace. It's a 6 Tetris lead at the moment. So Fractal is doing very well here in game number 3. After dropping that first game. Has roared back to life to bring this to a 1-1 score and has a big lead in game 3. Myles deep well in the middle is just going to plug it. Fractal kind of with the same thing going on. He plugs his right side set. Oh, Myles is really high up. Myles is not going to get the long bar over, and he's going to top out. And Fractal is on the verge of victory. It's 2-1. never happens against you, Sonny. Here we go. Game number 4. We're going to go ahead and count them down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And Ty. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Hope you enjoy the matches here as we get a little bit of Tetris, but only for 4 pieces. Fractal decided to make an adjustment for the J that Myles did not. But Myles is the first one to score a Tetris. Bang Tetris from Myles has a turn to make here. Oh, changes it to a column 7. And we'll score that column 7 Tetris before moving that back over to the right. Bang Tetris for both players. And you can see at the top, 0 Tetris lead at 18 lines. It's a dead even score. Fractal not liking his board, just throws a long bar down the right side. Fractal not getting a good run of it here, so Myles going to have the lead for a bit. Oh, interesting placements from Myles here. There we go. Bang Tetris from Myles, but we have a face in the middle of his board right now, and brings that face all the way down to the bottom. So Fractal will take this opportunity to gain the lead. Another Tetris for Fractal. He's got the lead, 18,000 points. Myles will temporarily take the lead there. But the pace is on Fractal's side at the moment. Bang Tetris 197 for Fractal, 183 for Myles. Another Tetris for Myles. There's the Tetris for Fractal. $267 for Fractal, $230 for Myles. We're about to hit the halfway point on level 18. Kind of a bit more of a smaller pace this game, but not by all that much. I don't know if Myles tried to go for the line spin there and missed it, or actually meant to put the long bar there. Kind of hard to tell, because it still worked either way. Myles can play 3 rows up here. There's the long bar. Bang Tetris for Myles. And we'll put this back down at the bottom. Fractal to lead, 358 to 302. Myles getting up on the board here. Would love to fill that in. Oh, an interesting adjustment for the solve there. I like that. Definitely did not see that one. Another Tetris for Myles. Fractal is in the lead. 404, score not found. Add a Tetris to go to 427. 376 for Myles. About a 73,000 point lead for Fractal right now. Well, this is not an ideal board for Myles. Oh, I don't know if he wanted to do that adjustment. He could have put the long bar down the right side. There's no way. There is no way. Oh my god! Dirty Tetris for Myles. Man, if this were basement battles, we'd be hearing a clip right now. Oh, way up there. And bang, another dirty Tetris from Myles, gonna open up the right side. There's a long bar. Bang, Tetris. This one for Fractals. We're approaching level 19. Fractal in the lead, 570. Myles at 501. Of course, anything can happen on level 19. Mostly players will be looking to be as efficient as possible, but still surviving all the way to kill screen. Another Tetris for Fractal. And there we go. 623 plays 551 here on level 19. Fractal with about a 4 Tetris lead. That has taken the line difference into account as well. And Myles having to dig here as that lead's going to get a little bigger. 121,000 point lead now. Another Tetris for Myles. Fractal with another Tetris. And Myles will score. So Fractal about 3.5 Tetris lead at the moment. Another Tetris for Myles. There's a Tetris for Fractal. Oh, Myles' board is falling apart, and just like that, Fractal gonna run away with it. He's gonna take the set 3-1. We'll watch him play this out, because why not? Man, we got done with CTL before the candidates ended. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, Myles did indeed take a game number 1. Put a stop to Fractal's perfect record. Of course, Myles only getting 1 point. Fractal gets 6 to go up to 13. Another Tetris there. Yeah, Kingsman pointing out with wildcards in play, that one game could be important later. Fractal with the max out here on level 27. Get that long bar over. Gonna need to clean this up in the next couple of lines. Shouldn't be a problem unless we get, like, you know, a million O's. Opens up that right side. Gonna have to make some sacrifices here. It does get the long bar for the Tetris. Keeps that alive. Another Tetris. Get a 1.1. He's happy about that. Level 30. Oop. Couple misdrops there, but still low enough that Fractal can play this out. There's a Centerwell Tetris for Fractal. Oh, where's the long bar? No long bar. He's going to get drowned out of there. 1.247 will be it, but Fractal's going to be your winner. There he is. So GG's to Fractal. Thanks for Fractal and Myles for playing. Thanks for Peek and Rations for playing earlier as well. And thanks to all of you for watching. Time we do not have mirror Tetris happening, as both players opt to put their pieces in different places. There's Tetris for Peek. What we do have is more accurate calibration, so whatever it was on Peek's side has passed. As we're already entering a drought early on. Rations is stacked incredibly high here compared to Peekayric. So you hit that long bar for the Tetris. Peekayric is in an early lead, but does have to take a couple of burns. Needs to resolve this column 3-4 will. And is not going to be able to, so Rations will take the lead. Another Tetris for Rations. There's a Tetris for Peek to keep it within one Tetris. Rations look for a long bar here. But another drought hitting. Wow, this is significant. Wow, bang Tetris for Rations. That was long, 34 pieces. And we'll see the resolution here on Peek's side. Bang Tetris. Nice adjustment there for Peek, seeing the long bar coming, so he opted to make the long bar dependency. Now needs a long bar to score with, but hey, what do you know? It's another drought. Bang Tetris for Rations. This one will go 20. And 19. Close enough. So Rations with a 66,000 point lead, but is also ahead by 9 lines, which means it's about a 1 Tetris pace lead. Now you can see it's very close in lines. So we get more Tetrises in. 247 for Rations, 220 for Peek. We're approaching the halfway point in level 18. Peek with a long bar dependency. Of course, this is a very dry seed. Well, this time they come in bunches. Ooh, this is an interesting solve here for Peekayric. He's going to get it done with that triple. That was a great play from Peek. And now the board's back to normal. And he's only down by about 1.72 Tetrises, according to Mistress Champs. Another Tetris for Peek. Man, that solve for Peek was pretty good. It would have gone sideways if, he didn't get the J piece, but ended up getting it, had no problem with it. Now it's Rations that's in a bit of trouble, so that means that Peekayric here is going to have an opportunity to take the lead, and he does right there. 325, playing 324. Around level 18, Rations still with a little bit of a burn left. A couple more lines should do. There's one, there's the other. And Peek in the lead by less than a Tetris. Yeah, if you can get a Tetris ROM, of course we're not going to tell you how to do that, but there's a way to patch the original Tetris ROM to use Tetris Gym, and then you can use that in an emulator like Messin. Or even works in, if you're really desperate, it even works on Delta for iOS. I wouldn't recommend rolling on an iPhone, though. Another drought coming in here. There's a Tetris for Rations, Tetris back for Peekayric, and then Rations again with a Tetris. Now, Peekayric going to have to burn a couple lines. This game is knotted back up. There's a Tetris for Peek, only ahead by 4,000 points as we are approaching the level 19 transition. That will go 100 lines. And once we hit level 29, we'll double the speed. And if the players can stand it for that long, that will go 100 lines before we double the speed again to the super kill screen, which so far has lived up to its name. We'll see a level 40 every once in a while. But the list of players who can get level 40 are, it's a short list. 563 is the transition for Rations. Peekayric looking for the long bar, and there it is. Going to transition at 565, so neck and neck as we start level 19. Love that overhang, but Peek misses the tuck. So he's going to have to burn a couple lines. Fortunately, not fatal, but now just a horrible selection of pieces for this board. And absolutely needs a long bar here. Can burn once. And he's not going to wait for the long bar, but gets the Tetris. Opening that left side back up, but Rations has taken quite a lead already. 3.5 Tetrises in the lead for Rations. I'm pretty sure Alex has gotten more than 140. Nice burn there for Rations. Just doing a quick bridge burn. But again, the seed is quite dry. Tetris for Rations. Peek trying to go dirty here, but no long bar. 25, 26 piece drought and counting. And it just doesn't stop. What is this drought? 33 pieces. So Peek having to burn all the way back down to the bottom. Rations in a bit of a jam, so Peek has an opportunity yet again to get himself back into this, although Rations might be considering going dirty here in a moment, and will get the dirty Tetris. So what little chance Peek had is now gone to try to get back into things. $868 for Rations, $778 for Peekayric. Peek back by 4 lines. It's not terribly significant, but it does mean that the lead isn't as big as it looks. In fact, the pace lead is less than 2 Tetrises right now, so this is still within reach. Another Tetris for Peekayric as Rations gets into another dig. Again, Peek scores, and Peek trying to get back into this as Rations board really complicated here. A lot of spiking action happening. Gets a very much needed L there. Now needs a J. Isn't going to wait for it.